Hi, this is Avanti, and my channel is Endless Writings. I write blogs and create videos related to yoga, meditation, mental health, and etc. Today, I'll be talking on seven chakras, which are nothing but the energy centers of our body. So, why do we should know about our energy centers? So, as you know, that the entire universe is made up of energy, and so is our body. The universe and body continuously keeps on radiating energy, right? And these energy is nothing but life forces, which in Sanskrit is called as prana. So therefore every living being is called, or living creature is called prani. So this life forces or pran keeps on spinning and rotating in our whole body, forming network. Hi, this is Avanti, and my channel is Endless Writings. I write blogs and create videos related to yoga, meditation, mental health, and etc. Today, I'll be talking on seven chakras that are your energy centers. Our energy centers. And why should we know about our energy centers, right? So, as you know, the entire universe is made up of energy, and so is our body. The universe and body continuously radiates energy, and this energy is nothing but life forces, which is called as pran in Sanskrit. So therefore every living creature is called as prani, which have a life in them, right? These life forces are spinning and rotating in our whole body, forming network, and these networks meet at various points called as centers, which are also called as chakras. Chakra is a Sanskrit word, and it means wheel. And the wheel, it keeps on rotating and spinning, so as the life forces and keeps on spinning and rotating in our body. So, in entire our whole body, we have 114 such various meeting centers or chakras, out of which seven plays a very important role in our body, that provides a right balance of energy to us, to our body, mind, spirit, and also it also affects our emotional and physical well-being. These seven chakras are distributed among the center of our body, starting from the base of spine to the head, and each chakra have a specific name, its color, its position in specific area of the body, and it has its own meaning. So in this video, we'll talk on the different seven chakras, the basic of it, as I mentioned, the name, color, and position, its meaning, and its effect on us, and how in detail about the seven chakras we'll talk in our later videos. So let's start with the first chakra. So the first chakra is the Muladhara or the root chakra. So it's, as it the name itself suggests, Mul means root, the base, right? And the location of this chakra is at the base of the spine, and the color of this chakra is red, and the symbol is lotus with four petals. And this chakra represents or radiates energy for stability of mind and body. And basically, so whomsoever the person who have a dominant Muladhara is have a dominant factor in their life is food and sleep, which is nothing but the survival, right? The ground, the stability. So that is the first chakra. Moving on to next, which is Swadhisthana. So again, it's a Sanskrit word which means self-establishment. It is also called as the sacral chakra. So the location of this chakra is between our belly button and the pubic bone. It is color. It represents in color orange, and the symbol is a lotus with six petals. And this chakra is the energy center for pleasure, emotions, and basically the positive balance in Swadhisthana. This chakra keeps a balance in your emotions, in your sexuality. So and pleasure. So the pleasure is not only in terms of sex, but in terms of experiencing life. Okay. So going on to the next chakra, which is Manipuraka, or which is also called as the solar plex chakra. So the location of this chakra is between the belly button and the bottom of the rib cage. The symbol is a triangle within the lotus with 10 petals, and the color is yellow. Basically, Manipuraka means a lustrous gem. So as this chakra represents self-esteem, okay, a personal power. So these personal power or self-esteem, this energy gives us self-motivation. It creates a balance of self-motivation and confidence in us, and that's why with this confidence and self-esteem, a lustrous gem is created. So that's the meaning of Manipuraka. Going on to the next chakra, is the Anahata or the heart chakra. This is the center of all the seven chakras. It is a union point, or it unites the bottom three chakras and the top three chakras. The location of this is the heart or the center of the chest. The symbol is star within lotus with 12 petals, and the color is green. The meaning of anhata basically it means not struck or unhurt, uncomparable. So, as it represents, the chakra radiates energy for love, compassion, healing, trust. And this love is not only for others, but it radiates energy for self love. And because it is because it also gives energy for healing, the we are unhurt. I mean, the energy or the meaning of this chakra is unhurt. Going on to the next chakra, the Visudha or the throat chakra. So Visudha means to express the truth, and the location of this chakra is at the throat. The symbol is lotus with six petals, and the color is blue. This chakra represents energy for communication, to express the truth. The sixth chakra is Ajna or the third eye chakra. The word Ajna means to perceive, command, or something which is beyond wisdom. This chakra is located between the eyebrows, just above the nose bridge, and the symbol is lotus with two petals. The color is deep indigo blue, and it represents intuition, strong intellect, right? And it radiates energy for imagination, intuition. The last and the final chakra is called as the Sahasrara or crown chakra. So this means basically thousand, and the location of this chakra is top of the head. The symbol is lotus with thousand petals as the meaning, and the color of this chakra is basically white, or it is sometimes also represented in violet color. So it's violet or white. Then Sahasrara is considered to be the center of wisdom and pure consciousness, a state of awareness and wisdom, and that's why it represents spirituality. So this is all about a base about the chakras, and as we know that not all the chakras are activated for everyone every time. At some point of the time, some chakra is activated and more dominant than other, and this is different for every different person. And this is can be activated, or can keep a maintain a balance within this chakra by doing hatha yoga, which is basically a discipline to activate the whole body system. And we as each and every chakra gets activated, we start experiencing different dimensions of our life. So this is all about the seven chakras, and in our next video we'll talk in detail about each and every chakra and yoga poses associated with it. Till then, stay tuned for the next video. Please subscribe to my channel endlesswritings.com. uh, till then, bye.